What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, so I'm watching this video, and you can see the lady that posted it. Please watch the video. All right, so when she posted, she said we spent $331 on oxtails. Okay, first off, it was an event, and she paid $331 for the event. Now, a lot of people that are in the comments are like $330 for a plate of oxtails and a T-shirt and a picture. What they don't realize is that she said that she spent $330 something dollars on the tickets for the event, and then talked about what was included. She did not say how many tickets that she had actually bought. She didn't say that the event for just her, clearly she was in the car with somebody else. And you can see where she's sitting. It looks like she's in the passenger seat. And then she also showed a individual in the, let me see if I could back it up. It was a kid. And you can see the kid in the red. And then you can see earlier on, there he is again. And you can see earlier on, I think it was towards the end of the video or whatever, but took a picture. She showed a picture that was taken. So it was not only her, but it was somebody else. And there was a kid that was there. Come on, just watch the videos before y'all start to comment negatively about this man and his events. She paid $330 something dollars, but she said tickets. It was more than one ticket that she paid for. All right, so people are in the comments being negative as possible. $300 for oxtails is mad crazy, son. You didn't spend 300 on oxtails. You spent 300 on an experience. The problem most people have with this is you spent your money with a black man. And then you can go on through there. It says 150 a plate and picture. He killing it out here. Okay, so I'm guessing maybe it was 150. I don't know if it was 150 a plate or what it was. But again, here you got somebody saying 300, hell no. And 300 for an animal's ass, tail, and a pig. Not even with the oxtail. This is wonderful. I love my people. Okay, so again, it's just so messed up that people cannot congratulate this man and appreciate that you're starting the business and that you are getting traction and people are seeing you and noticing you. So again, even if she only spent 150 and it was just 2 tickets, which clearly it looks like it was at least 3 tickets because it looked like she was in a passenger seat. So that would mean that somebody else was driving. That means it's 2 adults and then it was a kid and everything. So again, like I said, I don't know how much the tickets were per person or anything like that. But again, like I said, shirts are not cheap, especially not a good quality cotton where it's not going to shrink whenever you wash it, and then bags and all this other stuff, whatever. So as far as the profits go from an event, you got to think about how many people did it take to set that event up, because you had to load up trucks. You had to, let's back it up. You had to go rent a truck. Okay. You had to go and load it up. You had to hire a driver or drivers to load up your pits, bring the stuff to the vent, which also involves the little guardrail, guardrails, which he may have rented those, seating, which he had rented, the event, the facility where the event was being held at, had to rent that out. And then the cost of the food itself and getting the bags and everything else or whatnot. So what was his profitability per person? What was the overall cost? And then how much does he have to pay his employees to set up that event? Did he have to go to a temp agency to get people to help set it up? Because you do see a lot of want ads for helping set up events and everything from temp agencies and all this other stuff. So again, everybody's looking at the 300. Everybody's looking at the $300. Let's say if he had 100 people that attended the event. So 300 people times 200 means that he would end up with $60,000. Now you got to think about it. He's feeding for that event. I'm sorry, I took that back. So say it was 150 per ticket times 200 tickets. That's $30,000. Understand this. He had to feed 150 people. Now, I don't know how many people attended the event. I'm just giving a scenario. It's $150 per ticket times 200. Number one, he had to go to somebody to print out tickets. So that is a cost. He had to purchase the food. He had to pay his staff to prep the food. He had to pay his staff to smoke the food. And then he had to pay his staff to package the food. Or if he cooked it at the event, then that's another case or whatnot. I'm pretty sure, at least at bare minimum, the oxtails were probably prepared before the event because it takes hours to smoke that meat. All right. But even whether he did it at the event or if he did it at his kitchen, it doesn't really matter because he still had to pay his staff to prep that kind of food. All right. Not only that, but you have to rent trucks to bring everything to the event. You know, the guardrails, tables, chairs, the smoke pits, everything had to be shipped to the event itself and pay the employees that are there. Not only that, but it's a cost to pay for the shirts and the bags and all of this other stuff. All this stuff is a cost. Everybody ripping him in the comments, but they're not even considering the actual cost to set up an event like that. Come on now, you got people that you got to transport to this event, or they got to come to the event. You got to pay them some good money because they're not coming to work. You're paying them after hours, possibly time and a half, to come to the event. So this is why I'm just so frustrated about people hating on the dude. Sometimes people deserve the hate that they getting, but in his particular case, I do not believe that it's worth even hating on people. You know, you got Jordans. Jordans cost over $200 for a pair of Jordans. That's stuff that you walk on. I'd rather pay that kind of money for something that's going in my belly, flavorful, the experience, the taste, and everything, versus something that I'm just gonna walk on the ground. People literally pay more money to walk in something on the concrete where you're going to get dirt, mud, and all kinds of things on there. So that's why I say it doesn't make sense to be pissed off at how much people are spending on food and to hate on the fact that this man is literally out here putting together an event, not knowing if people are going to come. I mean, you look at like Tyler Perry, when he first started doing the plays and everything, you know, he would set up the play and everything. He would try to go and sell tickets and stuff and whatnot. And it took him a while before he started to produce any good traction. But if he just gave up, then it would have sucked. But a lot of people don't realize that these events may be helping less avoid taking on any type of investors, because of course he wants to have more than one storefront. So there's a reason why he's doing these events. And things get more expensive whenever you're taking on more investors or if you're franchising out your business and everything. But the chances of you franchising out your business, it increases when you do traveling like this. This is why some people with storefronts, if they did start in with a food truck, they still have the food truck going into different areas, because the more people that taste the food, they'll be interested in purchasing into that franchise, or at least just traveling to eat good food. So again, I hope and wish that people would just stop, hating. Like me personally, I like whenever he do like the oxtail dirty rice, that right there, I don't understand it, because it's just beef. At the end of the day, it's just beef. It's the cheapest cut of beef. It used to be cheap as hell, but then social media blew it up. Be mad at that. The fact that you can't get it as cheap as you used to. And the main thing that's important about the oxtail is really the bone marrow. That's it. There's nothing else that's more important in the oxtail than the bone marrow. That is the most important part of that meat. It's not even the meat itself, it's the flavor from the bone marrow. And again, this is why it's just really expensive when it comes down to it. People go to the supermarket, they see when you go to the supermarket, how much does 2 pieces of oxtail cost? Because I know the last time that I went, a 2-pack of oxtail, and it wasn't even as big as Les Barbecue's oxtail, but just 2 pieces inside of it, which I want to say was probably half the size. 2 pieces. 2 pieces. You know how much they wanted for those 2 pieces? I believe it was around $30 or $40. I could be wrong. It might have been more than that. I don't even want to believe it was more than that. I know when I seen the price, I was like, oh, hell no. I bought them before, but that was before the price really skyrocketed and everything. So, like I said, it to me, like I'll give you an example. I have a smokehouse. It's not too far from me, and I go there, and for $20, they give you one slice of brisket, 5 wings. Um, also on the platter, you get smoked sausages. So for $20, I got the 2 sides, which I got the baked beans, and it came with cornbread. You had the brisket and the sausage and the smoked wings. Got it for $20. As you can notice on the brisket it's overcooked. 9 out of 10, they reheated it as slow as possible to get the heat going on there, but it doesn't look nearly as good as Les Barbecue's brisket. You got the smoke ring, but as you look at it, it's not red at all. Not red at all. So again, it's overcooked. Now, as far as the meat was tender. It was fall apart tender. It was really good. And so I don't have a problem. I didn't have a problem with it. Appearance wise, you wanted something that was red, but nevertheless, it was cooked perfectly, and again, it was tender and it fell apart. And so I usually go there at least twice a month, maybe 3 times a month, and it's because you get a good quality, you get a good amount in a meal for $20. So for me, can't go wrong. But nevertheless, if I was going anywhere else, I'd pay more for this meal. I'd pay more for whatever meal if I know it's good. I think that I'll probably not go back for the baked beans. The first time it was great, but then when I did the I ordered it out. It wasn't so it wasn't so great at all. There's a place in Michigan, because this was in Ohio, but there's a place in Michigan. They charge pretty good money for their smoked wings, and that's where everybody usually go there for the wings. I think that this restaurant right here, the pictures that I'm showing you, I think their wings are a bit better than the restaurant I go to in Michigan. But every time I go to Michigan, I always go there for that. I don't know what everybody else goes there for. I just know that I like the wings when I go there. But again, at the end of the day, man, I just wish that people leave the brother alone. Whoever wants to pay money for the items that he sells, then that's who they want to. He also has a website. That costs money to get a website going and have somebody that is running maintenance on that website. That costs money. You don't just put together a website and pay the person and then they walk away. No, 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 no. See, you have to think about it. You're going on that website and you're purchasing food. You're giving your credit card information. You have to have a certain level of security on that. And not only that, but you also have to pay somebody to update your system and everything so that you can avoid viruses and all the other stuff. So the maintenance costs of virus protection, all of this stuff and everything, that stuff costs money. Upwards of, making an app costs a lot of money. Building a website and that consistent maintenance that you need to have on there, that does cost money. If you post your business on Google, you can do it for free. But if you want your business to pop up on that first page, oh, it's going to cost you some money. It's going to cost you some money. Unfortunately, people pay that money. And so it makes it more expensive and everything. Because if it wasn't for people paying the money, then yeah, we would get most popular searches and services that people frequently use from certain companies versus the ones that are paid to get on that first page or, within one or two pages, everything. So, like I said, you can check out the video. I'm going to put it here again. Best Life Bag Lady and everything. Like I said, she wasn't complaining about what she spent, but she was smart. We spent $330 on oxtails. That's going to make people click on the video. 10,000 views. Well, she got 10,000 likes. Let's see how many views on this video. So I couldn't find where the likes were on there, but if you look at this, look at this right here. You look at this guy right here. He did a review on Last Barbecue. 314 views. 314 views. You go down to another guy did a review. He has 11,000 views. You go down to this guy, which is the first review I seen on the barbecue. He has 151,000. Now watch this. I'm gonna click on this video, right? Let's see how many subscribers this guy has. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on his channel. He has 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 subscribers, yet just doing a review on Last Barbecue, he ended up getting on that video 151,000 views. Let's look at this guy right here. He has 82,000 views just for reviewing it. 82,000 views. Let me pause this video. He has 82,000 views, but notice how many subscribers he has. He has 238 subscribers. He's only put out 2 videos. He did one review on Les Barbecue's oxtails and got 82,000 views off of it. So people are blowing up on YouTube. They're blowing up on YouTube off of this man. Making profits and stuff. I think you have to have 1,000 subscribers in order to 1,000 subscribers in order to monetize your channel. Okay. Here's my channel. 13 subscribers, 47 videos. Most of my videos are shorts. Quite a few of them are shorts. Everything. And I just recently posted this one on food, and then I posted another video on just pictures of food. I know it's a lot of people that like food videos and everything like that. So I found some pictures, did a lot of digging, found some pictures of different meals. And it's gotten 10 views on here. I like it. But it's gotten 10 views on this video. Now, as far as other videos that I've done, you can see a lot of no views. A lot of my videos are doing ride share. And as you can see, that video here has 101 views. Then you see 23. And I think the only video that I have the most views on, which is over 2,000 views, was when while driving Lyft, I had this organizer on my back seat. The lady took the lotion that I was provided for passengers. She stole the lotion. She stole the hand sanitizer, and it was just, that was a weak moment. Like, are you that petty? Are you that needy that you went and stole items out of my car? And I called Lyft and I told them I have the video footage of the incident and everything. And Lyft they didn't respond. They didn't pay me or anything like that. 9 out of 10, this person gets rides and does this all the time. But all in all, hopefully we can prevent people from doing ignorant stuff like this, and making comments, and hating on people, because it's you putting too much energy and time into stuff like that, and then you try to make the lady feel bad. She paid the money because she wanted to try the food, and she wanted to go to the event. It was something to do. It occupied her time. She probably spent an hour or two there. And not only that, but she also had pictures of this man, and her kid was there. So at the end of the day, that kid can grow up, and less barbecue can end up being the McDonald's of barbecue. Maybe not so many restaurants. I don't know. But what I do know is that he can end up blowing up, and that kid can always have a picture and show that I met that man. Because think about it, the level that Less Barbecue is on right now, in 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and he has 100 franchises and other things, whatnot, you're not going to see that man. He's not going to be in none of these events. Not likely. Could be, but not likely. So it doesn't make sense to be hating on it, because it's the experience, and you have that picture and everything. And not only that, but sometimes when you allow a kid to meet somebody like that, somebody that they might idolize or appreciate, they might like, or they're inspired by, it helps build them, and it helps them achieve greater goals. Appreciate you. Please like, share, and subscribe.